Hello, everybody. I just realized like I don't need to type in chat because we're both here. It's weird. OBS like shows me or it takes forever to update that like someone's watching and people are using chat. It's kind of weird. But yeah, hello everybody. It is currently Wednesday, February the 28th at 8:30 p.m. CST. I'm very glad to see Rise here. I lied. I made a community post yesterday on YouTube that I wouldn't be streaming today, because I was kind of like, gauging where I was with studying exam material. But I've studied literally so much. I don't know what to study. Like I feel like studying more at this point without like spaced repetition is just going to be a detriment. I'll just be hyperfixating and hyperfocusing on the wrong things, and that's not how you do studying. So if I don't know it, I don't know it. This exam is quite scarily 30% of my grade. So it's like do well or don't do. If we fail this exam, I will be dropping this class. I hate to do it, but now it is a failing a probability, not totally, but anything's possible. Murphy's Law. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, what the heck? Why is my chat on OBS now more fast than? Okay, hopefully this fixes it. Yeah, so it's tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. It's at 12:45, my time, Central Standard. So we'll see how that goes. Really hoping for the best of it. But yeah, without any further ado, today is just a relaxed stream. We're waiting for our draw box. Here, we'll pop over to the camera. I actually forgot to set the camera up today, so we'll see. Okay, it's not too bad. There we go, perfect. I've set it up now that I don't have to do much finagling with it to get it in the position that I want. Put my phone on silent, good. Oh, shoot, okay, my friend wants me to fill out a survey, but that's happening after stream. But I will get to that. Yeah, cool. So, what was I saying? I was saying something. Don't know what I was saying anymore. Yeah, we're just doing 50% today. We're going to be finishing up our grappling hook, maybe starting on a little pose thing. I don't know. We'll just kind of do it casually. Oh yeah, I was going to say, we are first in line right now. Let me double check to be critiqued for official critique on Drawbox Lesson 2. Let's just triple check. Yep. First in line. It's been like that. I was sixth in line a day ago. Now we're first in line right now, so we'll see when they get to it. No rush. No rush at all, please. But yeah, so we're gonna do our classic warm-up and then head over to our sketchbook. Not really strict on the hour today. If I get super anxious, I'm like, oh, I need to sleep, even though I get sleep in quite a lot tomorrow. I'm still gonna go to the gym in the morning, keep up my typical routine for a standard day at the exams. Wow, we're done with lesson 2. Almost feel I'm gonna be real, my ego's kind of high. Like I'm like, oh, I'm no longer a lesson 2 normie. I could be a lesson 3 savant. Not even savant. Enjoyer? I don't know. Lesson 3 is gonna really hurt because I'm not even a self-talk thing. I've just been historically not that good at organics. I'm not really good. I'm more comfortable with form-wise, like inorganic form-wise construction. My brain does that a lot better. But hey, we're gonna improve. Hope all is going well on your end, Rise. Let me guess. In the time that I've not been streaming, you've completed lesson 6. You finished Drawbox and New Masters. You're five paces ahead already. Decent line work today. A bit inaccurate, but oh wait, it also feels weird because I don't have my underpage. Who cares? And there's this one guy in my class who keeps asking me, like that's why I have my phone muted right now, is because he keeps asking me like questions about the exam as if I have taken it or know about the exam. Or like I know where he's like, is this gonna be on there? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, bro. Lesson 2 normies. Well, okay, what the heck? Hey, what's up, Mutton Chops? Glad to see you here. Why is my... Okay, we have to put this on the other screen. My chat that I usually use is very off. It's on sync. Glad to see you guys. One big but... Oh, you did? Oh, wait. Did you post it? Let me see it, Rise. Let's see it. I always do lurk in the other lessons, I'm not gonna lie. If you see little reactions or thumbs pop up on your images, it's probably me. I love reactions in Discord. Hope all is going well, Mutton Chops. We're just doing some 50% today. We have finished lesson 2. We're waiting for it to be critiqued, so while we wait for that, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. I have an exam tomorrow, as evident by the title. 30% of my grade, but we're going to relax. We may be doing a couple more 50% streams between here and then, just for the sake of it, enjoying it. And my camera's just been persistently blurry tonight. I apologize. Let's get that fixed up. Yes, so a while ago, I think almost like 5 days ago, we did a little grappling hook thing. I'm in love with robots, and actually I'm not going to spoil what else I'm in love with, because we're going to draw that one day, and it's going to take you guys by storm. Dang it, why is my focus not focusing? Come on. Beautiful. 45, always the perfect number. But yeah, so we're going to continue that, and then I kind of want to draw some more V1, or just make some little junk robots. I do want to do something with poses, kind of, but I want to finish this, grappling hook first, for sure. What do you guys typically draw for your 50%? It's always a mixed bag. It's typically like just what people like. I like robots and other such things. Solid line work. A bit curvy, but it's whatever. Frogs. You and your frogs. You need to drop some of those in the art share sometime, Rise. I'd love to see them. If that'd be okay with you. I don't want to coerce any unwilling frog pictures. That sounds so stupid. But yeah, always feel free. I'd love to see those. Now that we have that little separate Discord created by Delano, always drop them there too. Even though I'm horrible at checking that one because I have notifications off on it, as I do every Discord. Cool, we have a box. And 5 minutes remaining. I use an app called Sketch a Day. It gives you a new prompt every day and you can submit your work, etc. I use that for inspiration / 50%. Is it an app or a website? Let's see. Sketch a Day. Sketch a Day. Whoa! Daily sketches by Spencer Nugent. What is this? Is there info? About. Huh. It's an Android / iPhone app. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is the same thing. But this guy, Sketch a Day, also just looks crazy awesome. Huh. Cool beans. Alright, let's hop back to it. There's also a YouTuber with the same name as Sketch a Day, which is who just okay, awesome. Cool stuff. I'm gonna check that out. It kinda reminds me of not totally, but what Rise recommended, which was Artwad, yeah, Artwad, I think. Shout out. Put some respect on the name. I don't want to go to the gym tomorrow. I'm dreading it. I want to sleep in. For some odd reason, it's just been getting ridiculously cold in the mornings. And not even that cold. It's the wind. And I bike 2 miles to school and then 2 miles back every day. The wind today literally knocked me off my bike. It was super embarrassing. I'm tired of it. Get it out of here. I don't like biking with a hoodie on because sweat and hoodies don't mix. Because like you're hot inside the hoodie and oh god. But hey, we'll deal. The app icon is pink and black pencil if you want to download it. You know what? I'm gonna just open that up on my phone real quick. App Store. What's it called? Sketch a Day. Sketch a Day. Huh. Very nice. There we go. By Tom Hicks, I assume. That didn't have any like personally identifiable information on it, right? Like I didn't just dox myself. Okay, I think we're good. Cool stuff. And it's free. That's always a good sign. And it has 4.8 ratings. Shout out. Been applying jobs recently. I probably shouldn't talk about jobs on here because no one likes talking about that, like the job search trauma, right? Finally, I'm getting recommendations for a bunch of remote jobs, which is nice. But like internship remotes, they pay a lot for no reason. But I guess it's very very competitive, probably. Especially with my degree, but we're young. We can get away with maybe one more summer of shenanigans. Low-paying restaurant jobs. I want to do more ellipses. Let's do some more. Also, I want to take off my sweatshirt. I am getting hot. And I'm having a crisis today with my outfit. I woke up this morning, I expected it to be warmer because it has been warmer, in fact almost like mid 80s. I walk outside and I'm like, oh my god, I need a hoodie. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt, and a very light t-shirt at that. And then I switched to like, I'm still wearing like very light socks. I'm a mess. We're craziness. I'll blame the exams. During like exams, I just like, the dishes aren't cleaned, the stove isn't cleaned. I just let it be for a bit. Thankfully, that only persists for like 3 days. I work remote. The hack I use is to live in a lower cost of living state and get a job at a high cost of living. There, yeah, no, like oh my gosh, getting like a New York or California job, like a tech California, and then living in like, actually, I would say cost of living in Texas is getting pretty high. So like anywhere Midwest practically. So like, yeah, so like Oklahoma, even though it's right above Texas. Maybe even Minnesota, even though it's cold. I want to live somewhere like warm. And I wouldn't say like the lower south, even though like maybe Georgia. Oh no, it's probably high there too. I don't know. But yeah, something that sounds like the dream. Then again, I want to move to Europe if I could. Europe with an American paying job. I work in fintech in San Francisco, but live in Idaho. You are balling. Oh my gosh. Shout out. Oh my gosh. Financial tech in San... You are crazy. Oh man. Well, I hope the work is good because that sounds wonderful. Never been to Idaho though, so I can't. Why are my ellipses good now? What the heck? Why are they good now? Why not lesson 2? From San Diego, yeah, it's 6 bit. Ooh, yeah, California, San Diego. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, Rise. I doxed you a tiny bit. I was talking to my barber because I was like, only about 2 or 3 people show up per stream. And I was talking about like, yeah, we have people from Canada a lot in the Drawbox community. One person from San Diego, and like he was like, military? And I was like, yeah, how'd you know? He's like, I grew up there. I was like, oh shoot. Apparently, I think he was either a military brat or he just lived in the area. He was like, Navy? I was like, I don't know, but given that you're asking all these questions. Okay, there. Our ellipses are dying down in quality. No need to fret. Now that I don't have a paper underneath, my lines are a lot thinner. A lot less chunky. Hey! Okay, whatever. I'd say this was pretty good. Fun little warm-up. The typical, nothing too special. So yeah, we're gonna put this to the side. This will be a future warm-up page on the back. We don't want to waste any paper. And we'll crack open the sketchbook. So, last we left off, we're still on page 1, right? Or page 2, technically. We have like the general idea of some of the components. I made this the other night, just the top of it, kind of what I wanted it to look like. Do I pull up a ref thing? I don't really want to use a ref at this point because I have most of my ideas laid out. Oh yeah, I also updated like how this looks just a tiny bit. I also bought a whole new... Because, yeah, probably hated us. That guy's so loving, I have no clue. Like, I cannot imagine him hating anybody. We also got some new fine liners. These are not drawbox, obviously. We have some different sizes. We have 4mm, 2, 1, and 0.05. Because I realized this is 5mm, and I'm running out of room a tiny bit. Yeah, I want more detail in there, and I've seen a lot of my favorite robot YouTubers, couldn't name them. I'll shout them out in the future when I can. They use a lot smaller to work with finer details, so I think we're going to switch over to the 2 for a bit, for general line work, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, so one of the major upgrades I made for my little, we'll also set the hour timer too, because we do have an exam tomorrow, so be mindful of our time. Why's my numlock off? There we go. I added these, like, I'm not sure if you've seen the haptic VR gloves. Wow, my werewolf frickin' hand, I'm sorry. That looks, I don't know, it just looks gross in this light. Anyways, if you've seen the haptic gloves, they have, like, these little wheels on the back of them with, that, like, tension your fingers so they could pull it back if you want. And so I kind of liked that for the grappling hook design, so then you can control it not with anything in the center of your hand, but, you know, like, just by squeezing. And so if the grapple shoots from underneath, you don't have anything in front to potentially hurt that, or you could even pull back your hand. So cool design idea. I like it. My mechanical engineering brain is going burr whenever I did that. So yeah, kind of going for, I wanted to do like a 3D view right here, but I'm not sure if I have enough room. Also redesigned the top of our little grappling stage of it. I realized like these walls don't make sense, because if it's extending outwards, where are those walls? So very lightly in pencil right here, I did a little plate. There's these little plates on it, or it could just be hollow. I haven't decided yet. Then again, I'm not sure how in detail. I say we do a rough, like 3D view of what we want it to look like right here. And then maybe on the back of the page or something we'll, because there's no chance of any of this bleeding. I'm not worried about that, so. Also, I feel like just composition-wise, I could do better. I feel like this is it could be closer together. I don't know. But yeah, so we'll do a mock version of it facing towards us. So as we do all things, let's start off with a box. We learned our lesson from the previous 50% stream, like the one a while ago, is that when it comes to these boxes, we don't want to be too extremely foreshortened with them. It just kind of makes it look better. Ratio-wise, I tried breaking it up to ratios right here. It's about a 2:1, so we'll try to maintain that here. Actually, I want the face to be a tiny bit visible, so we'll go right here. No, not a straight line at all. Let's sharpen up a bit. Aye. Got my little Altoids sharpening kit here so I can, like, sharpen without having to walk all the way over to my trash can. I went to a gas station just to buy this, and I gotta be honest with you guys. Whenever I study, I have just a bag of Altoids. And I, literally every time I sit down, because I do Pomodoro, so every 50 minutes, I just sit down and pop 1 or 2 of these. I have so many mints a day, it's actually kind of ridiculous. I'm not sure if it's good or bad for me, but I eat, like, conservatively, like, 5 to 10 Altoids a day. I'm not sure if that's, like, above the recommended dose or anything. Yeah, who knows? Anyways, I don't know height-wise. I never really gauged height-wise how big this should be. So I'd say it's maybe 3/4 to half of this length. So we'll go right here for now. Nice, much better line. And then of course it's gonna be much longer over here. It's gonna be about like this. Cool. So I would say, oh yay, we get the luxury of marking our vanishing points because this is 50%. And we don't care, but guess what? This is gonna be so foreshortened. Not foreshortened. Marking our vanishing points won't truly matter. In fact, I'm gonna start down here. So this line's going that way, but we can use some, actually. I love Altoids, I haven't had them in years though. Yeah, no, I feel like a grandma just carrying these around. Good study snack though, but I'm probably like Pavloving myself to hate Altoids, because, I mean, I don't hate studying, but, you know, it could be better. Also, shout out mini drawbox ruler. Let's go. Yeah, I just want to try to get some parallel lines in here, near parallel. So this is kind of my, like, sanity check as my professor. my old professor used to call it. Shout out to that professor, he's one of the best people I've ever met. Wow, that is super foreshortened. Why did I do that? Probably because I wasn't, like, obeying my own rules. Pretty happy with that. I feel like this ruler is kind of messing me up. I'm just too good. Will this converge? Heck yeah, that'll converge. I need to move it up for you guys, I apologize. I have been listening to, I go through like eras with what I listen to while I study. Oh yeah, guys, if you don't know, mainly Mutton Chops, because Mutton Chops is newer, shout out. I study a lot. I study practically on a normal day, 3 to 4 hours of just constant study, and then usually on like on a heavier normal, I would say that's also a normal day, like at least 3 days a week, about 5 to 6 hours if I'm lucky. And like I go through eras. Oh geez, bumped my head. Of what music tastes I have. Getting kind of tired of the video game music at this point. Yeah, I want this to go a bit higher. Because like this, move that down. See that it converges a bit. We'll trust it. Cool. Okay, these are going to be I like to call it PP. They're going to be practically parallel. I think that was a pretty good guesstimate of where I want this one to lend to. Actually, no. That's way too far in. I'll try to listen to Laufey because I heard you yeah, it's a select taste. I apologize. Thank you for checking it out, though. I was in a Laufey mood. What kind of music are you into? Because, I mean, I don't have great recommendations. I live with 3 DJs, or technically 2 now, but 3 DJs, all excellent music tastes. So hopefully I could dispel some knowledge. But if you have any recommendations as well, please let me know. I literally, no one, like, everyone's like, oh, when you say you listen to all music, you probably have a favorite. No, I literally listen, except for hyperpop. I can't do that. And some country. But yeah, all music. I'm not joking. It is like, from Blink 182 to I don't know, whatever the Strings by Samuel Barber. A mix of all kinds of stuff. I would give anything a try. If you want a weird niche pick, and you don't have to look this up. I'm not going to type it in chat. I'm just going to say it. Titro Lucido. I think that's how you pronounce it. Titro Lucido. By Le Fim, or La Fim. And I listened to it while I was in Portugal, because it kind of gave me Portuguese vibes, even though it was definitely not Portuguese music. Very good. Very good. Titro Lucido. It's a album. And the main cover song for the album is Titro Lucido. Amazing. One that's gotten very popular recently, but I listened to him before it was cool. Masayoshi Takanaka. Gotta love Takanaka. Recently found a new love for like early 2000s, so like Kanan, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Bang Bang by Kanan. Then also have been diving into Green Day again. Oh my gosh. I never knew I listened to so much Green Day when I was younger, but I apparently listen to a lot because I'm like super nostalgic when I hear these. Once again, I'm not gonna like quiz you guys over like, did you listen to these? Like, yeah, I love picking up stuff. Or like literally today, I just went from rock to punk to whatever. Today I was listening to post rock. The people who made the No Man's Sky soundtrack, 65 Days of Static. Shout out. Love those guys. Great music. Man, this box is taking forever for me to construct. Oh, jeez. I think I made a whoopsie here. Green Day 2, yeah. Like, I'm not like a punk person, you know, like all that. I don't even know if it's classified as punk. I'm probably gonna get like destroyed in the comments, by the 2 people who watch my videos. But I still love it. I have like a really soft spot. If I'm not sure how much of a nerd you are, I grew up watching Kitio706 on YouTube, and like that formed a lot of my early like Gmod personality and stuff. Oh my gosh, those were the good old days. And so like hearing that and remembering Kitio706, if you know who Kitio706 is, you are one of my favorite people. I'll make you a mod. I don't know how to make people mods in my chat, but I'll do it. Now what is stuff? Oh yeah, this box is all kinds of messed up. Whatever, we'll make it work. I should have not used my ruler. I feel like that's what threw me off. I should have used my intuition more than I've done that. Yeah, because now that converges quite quickly. This one I want to make it converge not as quickly. I say green is pop punk. I have no idea who that person is. Oh yeah, Kitio706 dying. Basically one of the first, I'd say, hyper popular, is the word hyper pop again, just like super popular people in the Gary's Mod community, a video game, still quite popular video game. I made machinimas, animations, stuff like that for the community, and he sadly passed away of leukemia, I believe, in I think it was 2016 in February. I just realized my music thing is not properly cropped. Let's fix that real quick. But yeah, he was very, very pivotal towards the community and many of the things. Just notoriously very fun person. Yeah, I feel like everyone who's a little internet gremlin, no offense, but like anyone who has been playing video games on PC for a while, they've played Gmod. They've interacted with Gmod in some capacity. Let's see, Kavel, stream overlays, or is it tuna? Yeah, there we go, cool. Probably cropped that. But yeah, formative memories, wonderful memories. One thing that we also learned here, and I'm going to try to be better at, is not only I'm going to keep the tip of my pencil sharp for construction, so I can have very thin and accurate lines, but let's make these lines meaningful, and despite the chaos, keep track of them. But yeah, recently, I've been really, and this is a mentality I'm vehemently against, I've been really missing the good old days, quote unquote, of video games with my friends. Like COVID, just wake up, play video games, fall asleep, act like I was going to online school. Or, you know, that was the transition, so no one knew how online school should work. And, you know, I wasn't expected to get a job then because I was slightly just too young and COVID. And there's a bit of a weird fact about myself, but I grew up for like the later years in high school in a shed. Like, not because my parents hated me or whatever, like I turned it into a little gamer shed. This sounds awful. And so like I just spent so much of it playing games till like 5 in the morning. And truth be told, a part of me does miss it. But I think it's more of, I miss the lack of responsibility than maybe whatever else it may be. Because I love art and I love where I'm at now. I especially love art. I'm so glad that I made this channel and I have people I get to interact with every day that are so creative and inspiring. But that comes with the responsibilities of not only holding a channel, but, you know, now I'm in college and stuff like that. My nerd chat was mostly spent on 4chan. Ooh, too busy trolling people and have a hotel to play Gmod. So we're starting to learn to code too. Ooh, you're scary. I will not mess with you. Yeah, no, I was a less. I'm not gonna say violence, because like, you know, less of a dweller than a 4chan user. Respect. Please don't come after me. um, oh man, 4chan as a child. Jeez. Trolling on how a hotel. That's great. That's iconic. But yeah, I feel like every spring I get reminded of that COVID break, and that's it's a weird feeling, because obviously you don't want COVID to ever happen again in any capacity. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's just like, I do miss those days, which is horrible to say because so many bad things happened then. Okay. Besides me being psychotic, let's figure out how we're gonna draw this. Part of me wants to just use my brain. Yeah. As in use my brain, quote unquote, as in just kind of go with the flow. But I know that's can turn a decent drawing south pretty fast. So I'm trying to think of what lines are like super necessary and what lines can be added as we go along, right? So I'm mainly using this as a reference. This is the top view. And so you can't see like the bottom reel of the grappling hook or any of that or the actual thing. But you'll see that right here, but yeah, we're seeing most of the top. I'm sure you have some undiscovered traumas for those days. Yeah, being in a shed all day. There's a lot, not a lot like inside. I'd say Bo Burnham had it quite worse, but yeah, it was a very interesting era. It's crazy that we've never technically recovered. I mean, we have remote jobs now. Oh my gosh, tell that to a corporate exec back in 2019. They'd faint. So yeah, core shapes. Definitely the plates on the side, the metal plates that are going to go down. The little finger bar here, where like the little finger strands go. We do have a little power battery module thing, so you can go like put more battery in it. I guess I don't know. You don't really need to reload a battery. Underneath, you also have the reel. Once again, you don't need to technically reload that, but it's a cool thing to have. And plus, that's drawn underneath, and we're not going to be doing that many extra lines because we don't have a large enough canvas right now, like this small box. So this is definitely a thumbnail sketch, I guess you could say. So yeah, kind of like saying where this gap is for the center part is going to be very important. The plates, and then we'll worry about the rest from there. So let's do the plates first. So plate-wise, about a fourth is taken up by non-plate stuff. You know, we have a fourth of it right here. That's nothing. And then a fourth and a fourth. So it seems like right here, I'm just gonna estimate. I know that's a very bad idea. So we won't do that. So right here is a fourth. Seems a bit large, but we'll trust. Same here. Okay, these are very important landmarks. And we're assuming it goes all the way to the back. Oh, but it does have some thickness to it. I'd rather have more room in the center for the arm than anything, so we'll make it go out a tiny bit. And then we could technically like divide it up into 16ths and be super accurate, or we could just do this, which I'd rather do. So these outer lines are going to get the line. I'm starting to see it come together now. Gotta hop off. I'll be catching the rest of the stream on video. See you later. Thank you very much for joining Mutton Chops. By the way, hopefully you'll see this. If you want us to move streams to a different hour, let us know. Because while I'm not totally flexible, if there are times that work better for you, I'd love to know. Because if enough people cry out and say, Kavel, please change, we could do something. So hope you have a great night. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome stuff. Oh, now my viewers are gone. No. Completely. How do we like? What do I talk about now? I'm so awkward. Like, I stream every night. Why am I having a problem thinking of what to talk about right now? Anyways, let's make these back lines. It's also a fourth, right? This inner line is practically straight. I mean, it is straight, so That's our middle right there. That's a bit skinnier than I thought it would be. Yeah, now if we taper it, it's gonna be... Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, we shall continue. Oh, what? There's no way. Yeah, I'd say that's more in the middle. Trying to keep my thing sharp. Nice. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of this. Who cares? Cool. We're getting there. I feel like I should beef up these lines, but I'm gonna leave them there. It is kind of getting hard to keep track of them, especially when they taper off like that. They get, you know, I start using the edge of my pencil instead of holding it straight down. So maybe we could use that. We do need to give it some height though. So we're just gonna extrude it over here and over here. It is tapered. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna raise this up here. It looks like there's an eyelash right there, but it's just part of the paper. I can't move the, oh, I guess I have to just scoot in more, which I don't like doing. Here we go. Make sure all the YouTube stuff is good while we're working. Make sure all the Discord stuff is good. Oh, while we're working. Good stuff. Oh my gosh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I didn't see it. Rise posted their first bug. Looks excellent. Oh my gosh, the line work is crazy. Oh, Rise is here. Great job, Rise. Great work. Oh my gosh. Solid stuff. Very impressed. Knew you edited them. Okay, so this is a 1 unit. This is half a unit. This is a quarter unit. I think we're gonna go an 1/8 unit for the height. Maybe even a tiny bit larger than an 1/8 of a unit, but something like this. Now I'm just gonna guesstimate the. This is going to be a tiny bit longer than here. Just for reference. Yeah, that's probably about right. Maybe a bit too pinched. We could 1/8. That'd be right there. Or yeah, so 1/8. That 1/8. That. Oh yeah. Okay, we're a bit above an 1/8, but we'll survive. Try to make that a bit darker because it's a very important line. Yeah, it definitely should have converged a bit more up here. Like that. Cool, so now these are going to go up to that. And then down. Yeah, those were long enough to ghost. Technically all of them are. Cool. Ah, this is a bit skinnier than I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be like an arm guard. It goes all the way down. Maybe we can make it go lower. Oh, and then it pinches up. Oh my gosh, yeah. We're gonna make it go lower. So this isn't necessary. I think this is, we'll maintain this as the height, right? But we'll make it drop to here. So it'll go right here, and then this will drop forward, and then still be like that. Oh my gosh. And it will also pinch. Guys, we're out here. So yeah, we're gonna... Cool. So yeah, that one line is gonna kind of trick us. So here's the major axis. The major axis? No, we're not working with ellipses right now. Oh, that's weird. So... Seems off, but we'll stick with it. Keep my pencil sharp. Maybe yeah, I feel like I'm wasting a lot, but we'll see. Okay, so here's gonna be a bit difficult. We need to make a line dropping it, basically. So major axis practically parallel. Got a PP line right here. I wasn't tracing, guys, I promise. There we go. Let's do the same over here. This one's going to be PP to that. Maybe a tiny bit tilted. Yeah, should tilt that a bit more. So now we have this, and what we can do, we're going to thicken up this line. Oh, we shouldn't have thickened up that line. We should have thickened up that line. Dang it. Oh, no, I was gonna drop it right there. Okay, well, guess like we're not doing that. Oof, that's rough, whatever. So this goes right there. This one's gonna go up there. This one's gonna go back there. Oh wait, no. It's gonna go back like that. So yeah, we just have to ignore that line, even though it kind of looks cool. Kind of looks like some kind of Star Wars thing right now. It does not, sadly. I do not possess that kind of artistic talent. So yeah, this line is very misguiding. These are technically just planes. They don't really have thickness. So this should have gone there. That is the thickness a bit. Whatever. So yeah, now we have to draw the main. This is a bit more wide than I thought it'd be. It's okay though. We have to draw the finger thing. That's about, say, 3/4. It happens about a half down the main one. So if we're gonna do a if this does get too crowded, I will just give up and this is a bit of a sanity guide. Oh, I'm starting to have to squint my eyes to. This one is going to be PP. Oh, finding that bottom line is tough. Okay, that. Oh, my eyes hurt. This is the part where it gets tough, right? Okay. It looks cool so far. Is it chaotic and messy? Yes, for sure. And will that red line be distracting? Yes, for sure. So yeah, we're gonna have a half right here. Be cool if I did this in multicolor. Help me keep track of the different components. Maybe that's an idea for a future stream. Future drawing, I should say. Because I definitely do 50% when I'm not streaming, guys, I promise. I lie a lot, I hope you guys know that. That line was a bit off, but whatever. We are losing our consistency. We have to remember that these minor errors do cost us very much in the end, so remaining consistent is a very important part of the process. If you ask me right now how I know where these lines go, I don't. So this is where our finger thing will be. I feel like we need a bit of a zoom in. Is that good? Yeah. Trust me guys, the camera isn't blurry right now, it just looks like that. It's so hard to read. But yeah. So we have our midline. And this is the finger thing. So the finger thing, we just basically want a couple cylinders, which I'm not going to construct. It's just going to be loosey-goosey, whatever. This line exists between here, and yeah, it's going to be a bit of a hoop. Like that, perfect. And it's going to have our things on it, and we'll make another line about right here. We'll drop it to be PP. We love PP here, guys. I just realized I can kind of say whatever unhinged stuff I want because no one's gonna be. Actually, well, I'm scared because Mutton Chops did like watch the previous stream. I'm not sure if it's in its entirety. I've seen, yeah, I talk about it every stream. I've seen the retention graphs. I know if people watch the entire thing. I haven't looked at that one. But they commented saying congrats on lesson 2, which means they watched a good fair part of it. So shout out, first of all. But yeah, I hope we'll see. Maybe we should just, like, when we have 0 viewers, start dropping in little silly unhinged statements. Anyways, I was gonna check some. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm checking my draw box right now to see if we've been critiqued. I've been waiting like so. Oh, still first in line. Oh, I clicked on my achievements and I thought I saw the achievement for lesson 2. Ah, dang it. Okay, back to it. And this is in no way being like, hurry up. I'm completely fine with the time this is taking. It's an official critique, you know, who cares? I'm just, I'm antsy. It's been hundreds of days, not hundreds, tens of days on that lesson. So I'm very, 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 very excited to see what comes of it. So we have this, and then, yeah, so if you see, there's a bit of a bar behind it. So this is like the initial bar. We're gonna have another bar. This one's gonna be PP again. Nice. And that will have the cylinders on it. I'm not going to draw the cylinders constructed, which I know is kind of a no-no. I just can't. Yeah, trust me. Also switching the albums I'm listening to. Cool, back to it. We're also going to take a water break. Absolutely love this new water bottle I got. I'm a huge minimalist, and this water bottle is multi-function, Bluetooth, cancer cure in it. Like, it's a very nice water bottle, very cheap, like $12 for like a big, actually not huge. Maybe I'm lying. $12 for a water bottle, I don't think it's too horrible. Okay, and then we have the battery behind it. This one we do have to construct. Once again, we're gonna do primitives, and then we'll worry about more detailed stuff. And yeah, I think I haven't used, maybe we could check out how just a 2mm feels. We can go back to our thing here. So 4mm I'm expecting to feel practically the same. Yeah, I mean, tiny bit smaller actually. Let's compare this to a drawbox pin. Practically the same. The one on the side's a tiny bit different. So yeah, this is 0.4, 0.5. Let's test out the 0.2. Oh wow, look at that. That's already much smaller. Woo! That's intense. Okay, and we're not even to the 0.1 yet. Okay, let's do the 0.1. half of that. That is insane. Wow, okay. These are very strange to work with. And finally we have the 0.05, another half. I don't even... Oh my god, I have to be very careful with this. Oh my god. This one is... I don't want to, like, hurt it, but... What would you even use this for? Oh, okay, I guess dots would be pretty fun with this. You could do, like, a machine with different dots on it. For screws. In fact, I kind of like this. Let's go back to the 0.2 and see how that feels for reference. Much meatier. Yeah, I still feel... Oof, look how close those lines are together. Oh, I like this, guys. This is nice. We're gonna jam with the 0.2 on this one. Add some 0.5 for highlights. Yeah, this is gonna really, like, hopefully outshine these. I don't know how to scan in this book. Also, it's much more vibrant in real life than how the camera looks right now. But, like, I have no good way. I usually use black and white. Like, I can contrast it and make it really pop. I use an app called Scannable, and works just fine. But for this, I have no clue. Guess you just gotta view it in the real world, guys. You gotta visit me at Kavel Street, the Cavalier Kingdom. I don't know. Shout out to Delano. I keep saying shout out so much this stream. I apologize. Okay, so we have that. We were going to construct, which I'm really not wanting to do, because it's a bit chaotic at this point. We're going to construct the battery. It's going to be down here. So let's, I say right here. I just veto and say maybe let's see, half, fourth, eighth. So 3/8 of this one. So if this is the major, that seems even a bit closer than the actual thing, but we'll do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna even pretend I can see that line properly. Cool. And then I'd say it aligns with just above the halfway point. Oh, I can see it. So I'm gonna make... Oh, this is tough. Okay, here's the midpoint of the entire thing. Cool. Oh yeah, you guys can barely see that. And so our ellipse is going to be just before that. We'll make it quite large, just for funsies. So go from here to here. So it's going to be underneath this one. So we could actually do some fun stuff with that. So let's create a box, as you do. I just realized this is a mistake. This line does not intercept this line. It needs to be a bit lower. So if this was lower and then going across, it would intercept about right here. So that's where the midpoint of the box meets that. And let's say we extend it like this. So about right here-ish. The other side of it's going to be. As for width, you can go probably like this. Yeah, see, this is the point where I said I wouldn't do, where I was like, oh, I won't lose. Oh my gosh. Or like stomping or something, I don't know. Anyways. We'll just draw a circle for now. I think that was somewhat acceptable, and we could just extrude it downwards. Okay, I'd say we just commit to what we have right now. And we're gonna use the, I guess, 0.2 for construction. If we don't like it, we could just walk over it with a 0.1. I'm not sure how it'll interact with the lead on the page, or like whatever you want to call this. So we'll see. Part of me wants to use a ruler, but we're better than that. Come on. Oh, okay. Well, that's how that line went. Cool. And the flap goes down. Nice. And it goes all the way over here. And then it goes across. Marking out the dots because it's a bit. I'm not sure how much I'll construct over there just yet underneath, because we have some details to add. So yeah, this, you can see it go like that. So this is going like that a bit. Cool. So we have this so far. 2 planes. Amazing. Then we have our arcs. Then we have our cylinders, and we have a bit of an issue because we didn't draw right there. Not sure how these will look in perspective. So now, since we're so hyper constructed and everything's so crazy, we're actually going to add some depth to this, some thickness. Something like that, I don't know. We want to add some of these cylinders in perspective, so Maynard? I don't think. This is going to be divided into 4 practically. I just divided it into 3s. So we're going to have an ellipse going like this. 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 So then, yeah, they are going to decrease. This could go really wrong, but we're just going to ball. It's a bit off, but we could say it's because the fingers are like spread out or something, I don't know. We could also extrude them differently, so like this one. This one. So that kind of works out. We'll add the plane that's underneath them. Okay, this album is also very, very annoying. Hiroshi Yoshimura's Green. The doo-doo-doo-doo is making me very upset. I like Hiroshi's Wetland. Hiroshi's? Yeah, Wetland a lot. So Green is being removed from my playlist. Sorry to say Green. And I can't speak Chinese, so I can't read that name. Yeah. Anyways. Oh man, that contrast between like this line work and that is kind of crazy. I'm very glad I switched over to these. Right now, I'm not sure how I'll feel about it soon. We could add some like tapers to this. I think that'd be cool. You won't see much of it right there. Yeah, this being tangent to that kind of throws off that this is a dominant form. So we'll double up on those lines. We're gonna add like a little line back here, just so it could be broken. And then some. I think these are gonna be too small. Of like little bolts, so we're gonna actually just put a line through that. Oops. Just darken that up. I want to add like little. That needs to be going down more straight. Nice. Yeah, so that works, and then we have our battery. Trying to make the curvature a bit more connected. We're going to extrude it downwards. And let it follow. Cool. Have some more shape there. Oh, we technically do have like another form. Yeah, that feels a bit too low in regards to everything. Because the actual arm part is supposed to... Yeah, so that should have been back and up a bit more. We also have the armband right here, and we're going to actually make this really pop out. Let's construct it a tiny bit first. Don't want to be too willy-nilly. Too willy or nilly. This one's going to go a bit more up because the forearm does have musculature, so it's raised. Something like that. They have like a cool latch on it or something, I don't know. I was thinking kind of like the original Iron Man suit, where like everything was latched. You get to get suited up, you literally be suited up. And I also realized I've not been in my YouTube tab. Cool, there we go. That should have been a tiny bit more pointed this way, like in there. Probably shouldn't have made those lines, but who cares? These lines could definitely be thicker to imply that they're above there. Where I'll add some thickness to the bottom of this. This is why I didn't do that bottom line yet. Cool. And yeah, we could actually add some thickness to this. So that'll add. Should probably use a thicker line for that. We'll do another one on the top. Just want to differentiate that. Cool. Okay. And then we do have those little bolts here. I'll just draw them in for fun right now. Then we could draw. Actually, we're not going to do the bottom yet because we have to do the actual grapple portion of it, which is much lower. So I don't know how we're going to manage this. Let's see the front. We'll say it goes all the way to the front right here, and we have our little triangle. So I'm gonna really sharpen this. Man, I feel like I've been wasting. Ugh. Okay. Come on. I feel like I need my own like knife to sharpen this the way I want. There. Kind of like. Oh. Okay, that looks a bit silly, but it's probably gonna get the job done. Nice. We're gonna have our little triangle looking thing here. And this is gonna... Oh, we said we wouldn't do this, but I'm just gonna kind of go for it. Nice. Yeah, there's not really any room for the arm because the battery's in the way. Oh my gosh. Never mind, Hiroshi's other one I really don't like either. We're gonna go to Takashi Kokubo. Let's see if this one's any better. Yeah, we'll have to drop it like really far down here. That battery is making me upset. There's so many like logistical things that I could have planned out more, but at the same time I just wanted to draw it, you know? Okay, so yeah, we're gonna say... I think in perspective that shape almost makes sense. It's like a little Superman logo. So yeah, these edges aren't gonna have any thing in them, so this is gonna extrude backwards. This is gonna extrude backwards. This, but then it gets cut off at some point for the smoother portion of it. You can't see the under part. So yeah, the smoother portion is gonna be like right there. So this line, so it's practically near the bottom, right? Here was our midpoint. I thought we did one on the top. We did one on the bottom though, I think. So here's the bottom midpoint. Man, guys, I'm lost. So if we raise it up a bit, it would be about right here. And the circle in the back is about over here. So if this is our line, our raised line back, it's going to be about right here. So we could practically barely see that. Maybe we could do the underneath part, and then extrude it. Still, that's a bit risky. Yeah, we have the launching mechanism that we can kind of like. Cool. Okay, I say the rest is up to interpretation. We have the major forms, the major things. Oh, welcome back, Rise. I saw. Sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm not paying attention to my YouTube at all. And they don't have like timestamps for these messages, so like, or easily accessible at least. I saw your bug drawing. Amazing. Dude, your line work is actually insane. What is that? A louse? Something. I can't read from this far away. I love it though. That is some awesome construction. The arms are great. I think very, very successful. We're still constructing this a bit, having fun with it. It looks more like a I don't know, like some kind of Star Wars thing. I don't know. I'm liking it though. It's cool. So yeah, we're gonna get back to it. Ay, ay, ay. That's what I get. Okay. Well, what kind of like villain am I? Ay, ay, ay. What is it? Like a cartoon. That's what I was thinking of. Okay, we're better off just ghosting these and. So this is gonna be cool because this is all gonna be dark. So what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna add a flap inside of it. So that line technically shouldn't exist, but whatever. Cool. Yeah, it's not very straight, but it's whatever. Oof. Yeah, like in contrast to these very constructed, nice lines, this one's. You can tell I rushed this a bit. So we can add a circle to kind of say, hey. And it goes into here. We can have one of our pistons right here. Cool. This can go underneath. We'll thicken up that main line right there to emphasize it's in front. Nice. And then we have our circle on the bottom, so we'll add a bit of an arc from it. Cool. And then we'll drop it down. We'll extrude it a bit. We'll say hey. Cool. We'll add a where's the strap on this one? The strap is right here near the pistons, so piston wise, I say we add just a strap right here. I say that be. You guys can't even see, I'm sorry. I mean, let's move you. Don't look at my crotch, don't look at my crotch, don't look at my crotch. Here, I'll put my finger here as like a warning. Because I don't want to like make you guys go, okay, that's where my finger is, cool. now I can work a bit closer. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's add a bit of a... That's so nice. Okay, sharpening it for real. No more nubby pencil. Oh my god, this pencil's gonna die so fast, guys. Just means we're arting really hard, I guess. So this one... I want to make that a bit more curved looking, but that makes me happy. Okay, and we'll thicken up this line up here to say, hey, this is above that one. We'll do something to emphasize that this is the edge we're looking at. It is a bit hard to read, but whatever. Something looks weird here. Looking at it from far away, something's wrong with this. I think it's just because the bend didn't get properly translated. Who knows? We also do need to thicken up these lines just quite a bit. We may go over with the 0.4 fine liner for that. The head of this we also decided is going to be a bit fragmented. So we have our circle in the middle. And then the gaps in the sides go like this. Should probably done that kind of detailing with the smaller one, but I'm just gonna add a nice. I'm gonna thick this up. Cool. Nice stuff. Down here, I'm gonna add some. I don't know how to do cross hatching, so we'll figure it out. We'll do like a bit of a fun. Maybe it should have been across the contour of it all, but there we go. It actually turned out kind of cool. This sucks, but okay. Let's do this one of the fun designs we had. So these had like this little taper, this indentation. We'll sink it a bit. We'll do this. Okay, it's weirdly sunken. It looks kind of goofy, but I like it. Our wheels, we have the battery. Battery needs a hook to something, and it needs a bit of a design, doesn't it? We'll switch over to the 1mm for some of these. Be very careful that I actually look that these are the 1mm. Don't attack it with a 5. So we'll go like in with like a that I think would look cool. Cool. We'll add some markings down the middle of that, I guess. Cool. Battery can, or the reel can have like a weird, like, if you ever played Rainbow Six, Tachanka's like the mag for that. It looks something like that, I don't know. I really like how that hatching turned out. I'm gonna go over this with the 4 now. All these pens. I'm gonna thicken up some of these. So this one. Nice. Cool. Feels kind of empty. Like this space over here just feels kind of. We can add like a cool railing thing to it and some wires on that. So we'll construct it first. Actually, I'm scared of smearing ink at this point, so I'm just gonna follow one of the pre-made lines. We'll have some wires along that. Cool. Emphasize that those are wires. We could have. I don't want this thing. I want it to be more mechanical than anything, like less LED display, futuristic. So like pneumatic stuff like that. That's most of the wires that you're seeing. So like I still want it to be technological, but I feel like most of the beautiful, pretty stuff, cool stuff is on the bottom. So we're failing to show that here. Just gonna add that to the bottom of it. Act like there's multiple of these wires going through. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in again. That on the side. If I do have this pack of pencils. Let's see if I have it. Yeah, I have this. I've had it for years. I'm pretty sure I got this like when I was like 10. But if we had this, we could like add highlights to that. I could definitely see that working out there. That'd be fun. Yeah, cool little grappling hook thing. Very little, emphasize little. If we next time we do something, let's try to get it full page. We'll do thumbnails and stuff on the other side. I don't know. So yeah, strings control. So I mean, we could add like a little control box here in perspective, which I'm kind of failing to do. For these strings. For the strings themselves, I'm going to use, I guess we'll stick with the 0.2, and we're just going to draw them out this way. Little ring hoops to them. So you put these on your fingers, and you can control it with that. Meant for the right hand. Very delicate device, if these get messed up, you're no longer controlling it. Fun, I mean, yeah. What we can do is we can add some lines right here to emphasize. This is kind of going under it a bit. Same thing over here, just a tiny bit. Same thing right here. Just like, oh, these panels are covering it. You're getting a darker side of it. This can be actually completely dark. Because that's the underside of it, right? Not really getting any light down there. There's a pretty nice contrast to this very lighter side. Look at me acting like I know what I'm talking about. Oh man, how long has the timer been out? That's the fun thing about 50%. Oh man, I love these smaller pins. This is the way to go for sure. Yeah. I mean, we'll call it there. I'm happy with that. Call it there. I want to add more. I want to do more stuff, but I'm happy with this right now. So we'll keep it that as is. Put these pins away as I talk. So yeah, let's zoom out a tiny bit. Try not to like go too far. I'm gonna put my finger, my hand. Okay, that cool. And then we'll go like this. Okay, because my hands are like right here. That's okay. I think that works. So yeah, let's talk about what we did today. So we obviously didn't do this up here today, and I feel like we aren't utilizing our room completely. Who knows, right? But I'm very happy with how this turned out. It's my first time using these smaller fine liners and the ability to control the detail on the page and work with smaller, like this, so crowded, so full of stuff, right? Which is probably a better thing, because for your thumbnails, you don't want to be hyper detailed. Oh wait, let's add, okay, I know, we're kind of over time. Pause on the Delano review real quick. We're gonna add some bolts to this. There we go. We'll add a bolt up here too, and just like a line. I think that'd be cool. Yeah, let's like reference this a bit more. Yeah, because we did have a bolt up there. Yeah, we had more boxes and stuff. That's fine for now. Yeah, okay, we'll keep it as that. Very quick pause. Okay. Yeah, so other than that, one of the big failures, quote unquote, was just the battery placement. It's right in the way of the arm. We just didn't think of that. If we did a better side view, like an actual side view, x-ray, we probably would have been better. And in the future, we'll be able to like make things. I don't know how to do x-rays properly, right? Like I just show that there's components inside of this. Other than that though, like the concept is definitely there, and it looks quite nice in my opinion. So yeah, for those who joined, because we had quite a few few joinees today. Thank you so much for joining. Let's all pray for Delano right now. Delano is working on a very big assignment. That's why they are not here. So shout out to them. Thank you very much, Mutton Chops and Rise, for joining. Joining us with 50% today. I probably will stream tomorrow. We'll see how the exam goes. If the exam's really bad, like if I don't stream tomorrow, guys, know that the exam went really bad. But yeah, and then my lab got moved to Friday, so we don't have to do that tomorrow night. So it is probable it's 50-50. You know, we'll see what happened. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining. Very fun 50% today. And of course, next stream we will be doing, once I get my critique back, we will just review the critique and then maybe whittle into lesson 3, or we'll do another 50%. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. Go with the flow, as we usually do. So yeah, I know I'm going to say it again. I've like listened to my videos and I see how much I say this, but with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you guys sometime in the future. Bye for now.